You're broke, not because of bad luck, not because of your boss, but because you keep living like you're not. You're driving a car you can't afford, scrolling on a phone that you financed, and wondering why you can't breathe. You want to know the fastest way out? Good. Let's go to war. I'm not here to tell you to manifest your way out of debt. I'm going to show you the real brutal path, the one that takes 12 to 18 months of sacrifice, sweat, and focus. You're going to work multiple jobs, you'll sell stuff that you love, you'll live like a monk. When it's done, you'll be free. No payments, no anxiety, no chains. First step, face it. Write down every single debt that you owe. Credit cards, student loans, car loans, mortgage, all of it. People avoid this part because it's painful. But listen, you can't kill what you can't confront. Grab a sheet of paper and face your reality. Write down your total balance, interest rates, minimum payments. If you don't feel sick looking at that list, you're not taking it seriously enough, because that's the moment it hits you. I did this, but I can also undo it. Step 2, cut every expense that is not essential. I'm talking about everything. Sell the $30,000 car, drive a beater, cancel every subscription, no takeout, no I deserve this meals. You're not living, you're at war. I once saw a guy making $60,000 a year who cut his lifestyle down to $25,000. He threw the rest at debt and was free in 13 months. That's what happens when you stop acting rich and start acting broke on purpose. Step 3, work. Not kinda, not a little extra, but as much as your body and schedule can handle. You pick up a second job, maybe even a third, deliver food, drive for rideshare, or even just try to freelance. Now, let's say you make $4,000 a month. If you can find a way to add $1,500 in side jobs, that's $5,500 total. And you live on $2,000 and the rest goes straight to debt. People will say that's too extreme. Yeah, so is living under debt until you're 60. Freedom costs time, sweat, and temporary misery. But you look back at this and say, that year changed my life. This is where most people quit, but not you, because you're not average, you're obsessed. Now that you're earning more and spending less, it's time to aim your fire, the debt snowball. List your debts, smallest to largest. Forget interest rates for now. Attack the smallest ones first. If your debts are $800, $2,500, or $10,000, destroy the $800 one first. When it's gone, roll that payment into the next one. Now that you've got momentum, that's the psychology behind the snowball. Every win gives you fuel to crush the next one. You'll start to see your balances drop faster than you thought was possible. That's when the fire hits. And at this point, you're very addicted to progress. Here's what separates the serious from the talkers. Sell your stuff. That designer bag collecting dust, gone. The gaming setup, gone. Your car that's worth more than your savings, sell it. I know a couple who owed $85,000. They sold both their cars, furniture, and even jewelry. It took 14 months, but they walked away debt-free and bought their next cars for cash. You don't need comfort right now. What you need is cash and focus. This is a season of war, not luxury. For the next 12 to 18 months, your life will look boring from the outside. No vacations, no fancy restaurants, and no weekend splurges. But here's what people don't understand. Freedom feels better than fun. While everyone else is scrolling, shopping, and sinking, you're rising. You're building something real. Your future self will thank you for being uncomfortable right now. Now, you can't do this alone. Tell someone your plan, a friend, a mentor, anyone who's going to hold you accountable. When you pay off debt, celebrate with progress, not spending. Each victory is proof that you're taking your life back. Now, here's a truth that no one tells you. The hard part isn't paying it off. It's staying free once you are. When you're finally debt-free, the temptation is to relax. Don't. This is a moment to build wealth. Save an emergency fund. Invest 15 to 20% of your income into your retirement. Don't ever go back to debt for vacation, a car, or a feeling. You've earned freedom through sacrifice. Protect it like your life depends on it, because it does. Now, I've never been buried in debt because I learned from people who were. People who cried, who broke down, who felt trapped. And I promised myself I would help others escape that cage before it closes. So I'm telling you right now, for the next year and a half, your life will suck. You're gonna grind, sacrifice, and question if it's worth it. But one morning, you're gonna wake up with no payments and everything will change. No bills chasing you, no anxiety, just peace. This is not luck. That's sacrifice paid in full. Now, I want you to remember, you're not broke. You're just 1 year of focus from freedom. So decide right now. Are you going to keep being a slave to debt, or are you going to fight for your future? Because if you choose to fight, I promise you, freedom is just waiting for you on the other side. So hey, if you're serious about this, hit subscribe. We're building a generation that doesn't borrow, doesn't beg, and doesn't back down. Let's get you free.